Kevin, you want to give us a hey nerds?
Hey nerds.
Hello, hello.
We're joined.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
this is
Introduce.
Micah, who we met at Anime Corpus Christi
Also known
this
as Random Pickle
past weekend.
Online.
Also, RandomPickle215. You can find him on Twitch and Instagram.
He.
Micah, we caught you in the middle of a Call of Duty match. So, what kind of kits are you rocking in Call of Duty?
Ooh, I love trolling. I'm a very big troller when it comes to Call of Duty. I run shotguns with RPG as my secondary because it pisses the entire enemy team off, and I love it. So
Dude,
My favorite kit that I ever used, I called it the Michael Bay, and it was Danger Close perk plus everything explosive, the rocket launcher and
mhm.
grenades and just anything that exploded is what I would use.
Nice, nice. I like it.
I was never good at Call of Duty. Caleb was the one that carried the team, but I could shoot
whenever.
down UAVs real quick.
See, yeah, I was about to say, like, Kevin, he's knocking himself real bad right now because whenever we would play, it was like me and Andrew would always be like gung ho, running and gunning, and never stop, never stopping, you know? But then enemy UAVs would be going off like crazy, or someone would call in like a chopper or something, right? And so Kevin was always taking those out. And so he might not have been going for kills, but he's sitting in the back of the map taking out UAVs left and right. That was helping. And this is back in like Modern Warfare 2, like
Well, the reason I was doing that is because you can just lock on to UAVs. You don't actually have to aim very hard.
yeah, but you were doing it. That's a big deal. Like nobody else was stopping and doing it.
Micah, do you use a controller or using a keyboard and mouse?
I started out with controller, but I moved to mouse and keyboard about a year ago. Just
Okay,
about.
and how's that going
Is
for
it
you?
better?
I ever since I've moved to keyboard, my skills have gone up 5 times.
See, when I was coming
I don't
up
believe
learning
it.
to play shooters, I was playing like Quake and Unreal with keyboard and mouse. And when I started hanging out with Caleb, they were playing on PlayStation, so that's what I started. And I'm never gonna be as proficient as I was on keyboard and mouse with like a dual shock. It's just never gonna happen.
I
I
don't
mean,
believe in keyboard and mouse. I just want to throw that out there.
it's practice. It's practice. It's all it is. Practice makes perfect. It's what it is. I can't say anything else.
Yeah, that's
No.
true. Because I recently did switch to a new controller for fighting games. It's
Hmm.
nothing but buttons. There's no stick, so I've been having fun with that.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess it is pretty much just practice.
And
Um,
yeah.
Speaking of which, Micah, we were looking at the
Mhm.
Capcom Cup was going on this weekend, and are you a fighting game player?
I'm a fighting game enjoyer more of. I'm not. I don't play them that often, and when I do, it's more of I just spam buttons. I don't really fight
The
that
the
often.
times the times you do play, what are you and your friends playing?
Last fighting game I played was Mortal Kombat 11. Uh, I don't remember the characters I played. I mean, other than like Scorpion and like the ice one, I can't remember his name.
Sub Zero.
Yes, thank you, Sub Zero. But yeah,
I mean, not everyone can play the good games.
Yeah.
You stuck over there on Call of Duty, man. You got to get into Street Fighter and Tekken.
Are you playing like Team Deathmatch or like Domination or what do you like to play? Warzone?
no, I am a multiplayer. I play a lot of team deathmatch, search and destroy mainly because that's what one of my friends, whenever he is party leader, it's all he teams queues up is search and destroy. It's
Okay.
That's the
kind of
pro.
ridiculous.
That's the pro game mode, though, isn't it?
He's a former pro
Is that
player
the
for
guy
Call of
you were
Duty.
talking about earlier?
Yes, yes, he used to play professionally here
You
in
want to shout him out real quick?
Houston. Yeah, it's Texican01 on Twitch. He's also goes by Texican and whatnot
Shout out
So
on
Texican.
Instagram.
I saw you just followed us on Instagram. Party
Great
time.
guy, great guy.
so
Um,
Seek and Destroy, that's basically like the Counter-Strike mode, right?
Basically, yeah, it's a 6v6. You have one team is grabbing the bomb and trying to plant it on one of 2 points, and hold the enemy off from getting to the bomb and defusing it before time runs out. Or trying to kill the other team before they kill all you.
Yeah, I don't
So
remember playing that in Call of Duty, just on Counter-Strike. What about you, Caleb?
Oh yeah, no, we play that all the time.
I don't
Whenever
remember playing that.
well, like me and Andrew would play because he liked to do the variation. I was a
Uh,
domination guy. Like I like to just run around and stay active and stay busy. Like objective based games, I can't stand team deathmatch.
yeah.
I was never deathmatch, never team deathmatch kind of guy, but I like domination. We did play search and destroy. We did team tactical. Is that still a thing in Call of Duty? Like the three v
Team
three?
Tactical doesn't. No, not 3v3s. It's mainly 6v6s now.
Ah,
Hmm.
okay, yeah. Back then,
So
like there was the small team option, and like me, Andrew, and D Godfather would hop on and do, 3v3 team deathmatch or search and destroy, or was the other one was demolition? Dude, it's been so long since we
uh,
we played Call of
hmm
Duty.
yeah, right
Yeah.
now, there's Search and Destroy, Domination, Hardpoint, uh, Team Deathmatch. Uh, there's the one where you grab the tags after your kill,
Oh
and
yeah,
that
yeah. I
counts as
remember
a
that one. I remember that
yeah.
one.
I can't remember the name of that one though.
Well, me,
Um,
me and Caleb
yeah,
tried
those
to
are the main
play
ones.
the Call of Duty that came out in 22, but Caleb couldn't see, and then I couldn't even get into a game because it kept giving me some kind of error based
Yeah,
on like my router or
so
modem or
Modern
something.
Warfare 2 for some reason was just crap. It was crap, honestly. Ever since Modern Warfare 3 came out, I can't say it's much better, but I can say it's better.
That's the one that just came out this past year.
Yes. It's a lot better than Modern Warfare 2, but it's not as good as the original Modern Warfare games.
What's the
Personally.
Call of Duty that you started out with?
Don't hate on me. I'm young. I started out on Modern Warfare 2.
Oh no, that's not
Not the
So,
bad.
original
oh, okay,
22 version.
okay, okay,
Oh, the new
okay. So
one?
yeah,
The
that's
new
the
20,
game.
Modern Warfare 2, the one that
Yeah,
came out
Wait,
2 years ago.
how old are you, dude?
How old do you think I am? That's a quick
I'm
question.
20.
early 20s,
I
early
literally
20s.
just turned 20 not even a week ago.
Oh,
Ah, I'm a master at guessing people's ages. I just
Yeah,
want to
it's
throw
the
that
face,
out there.
isn't it? It's the baby face, isn't it?
Yeah. I will say this though, dude. When we first met you, you were dressed as
Hmm.
Captain Mal. Shout out
Hmm.
Firefly. Uh,
Great show.
you a big Firefly fan?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you
Huge Firefly
also
fan.
like Serenity?
I'm working on going through the I haven't watched the movie. I've only watched the TV show, and I'm working on going through the TV show again, and then I'm gonna read all the
oh,
comics before I
okay.
watch the movie. So
Okay,
that's kind of how
'Cause
I'm going through it because my nerd brain wants
that's
to
both
go.
of
respectable.
us, both of us watched Serenity first and then watched the series.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, I
know,
was always told go in chronological order,
dude.
and so
Whenever we were younger, like 2003, I think, or four, or something like that, when the movie came out, I didn't know there was a TV show. And so I watched the movie, and if you watch the movie, it's a trip. I don't know if you know any spoilers or anything.
I've seen scenes. It's not. I haven't seen the whole thing.
Okay, so I won't spoil anything then. But basically, like there's huge ramifications for the story.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And
yeah.
so when we watched that movie back in like, the early aughts or mid aughts or whatever,
Hmm.
and afterwards I remember thinking like me and my dad and my brother were all big sci-fi fans, and we were like, man, that movie was really good. Like, man, that feels like a world that could be expanded upon. you
Yeah,
know and so
before Fox killed it.
yeah.
Yes.
And then what was so funny was I meet Kevin like in 2006,
Hmm.
and I think the movie was probably there like on the shelf or something when GameStop still sold movies. And Kevin was like, that's based on a TV show, right? And I was like, what? Really? Oh my God, I've been wanting to see more of this. I think I
Yeah.
borrowed your DVDs. I don't know who had them, but I borrowed them from somebody, and I spent like the next month just pouring over, like, it's only like 13 episodes, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so,
It's 13 episodes. Yes.
yeah. And so, like, I burned through that like over and over and over and over again when I was younger and didn't have anything better to do. Ugh.
Hmm.
So that
Um,
that that cosplay that you were wearing, is that like stuff you made or stuff you bought or how did you put
Uh,
that together?
It was a combination of stuff I bought online, and I took my time when researching this. I was like, what can I actually get that's affordable, but not going over my budget of like,
Yeah.
500 or something like that.
Yeah, that's
And
still a
so
lot.
it's a lot of money, yes, but it's cheap for a cosplay. I'll be honest. I know some cosplays out there that are well over 2,000, and I'm like, I could get a whole PC for that. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah.
Do you have any other looks besides Captain Mel, or is that the one that you
Cosplays?
do? Yeah.
I know what my next cosplay is going to be. I'm not big into the cosplay scene. I'm trying to get into it. Slowly starting into it. That Captain Mel was actually my first time cosplaying properly.
Well, you went strong. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You were all very impressed.
Hold on my second.
I've been waiting for Penny to come by or something and be like, "Yo, what are you doing, Dad? I need more paint."
Sorry,
No, you're good, dude.
Yeah, I need to. Didn't realize I was recording. So where was I? Yes. So, yeah, Captain Mel, my first time cosplaying, but my next cosplay, I'm hoping for it's a bit of an anime reference. I don't know if y'all are big into anime. Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen.
I'm familiar with Jujutsu
I don't know that
Kaisen,
one.
but
he's a
don't
really
know.
tall character. I'll put it that way.
Okay, well, yeah, that
He's
fits
one
you
of the taller
perfectly.
characters from it, and so that's kind of why my thought process was.
How tall are you? 6'6"?
I am, 6'6", 6'7".
Okay, 6'7", depending on what convenience store you're coming out of.
Depending on who you talk to, I should say. According to my Air Force recruiter, I am 6'6". According to the Houston Military Entrance Processing Station, I'm 6'5".
Whoa!
But according to my license, I'm 6'7". So,
It's
what do you believe, right?
When you wake up, that's what it is. Is depending on how much sleep you had, you'll be taller, guaranteed.
Yeah, the more sleep I have, the taller I am. That's pretty much what it is.
That's like me. I'm 6'1" if I slept for 10 hours.
So are you trying to get into the military, or?
Kinda, yeah. I just got through MEPS about a month ago. I got my orders on this past Tuesday.
Oh man, good deal.
I'll be leaving for basic in April.
Well, Caleb was in ROTC, so.
I was in ROTC, and so it's like a big part of like how our group of friends all knew each other. Mm-hmm. And so we always joke like it was like the military, but obviously it's not. I don't want any military fans out there hating on us because we were ROTC boys. Well, Kevin, you weren't no ROTC. Wait, were you in ROTC, Micah?
I was not. I was homeschooled, so I didn't get a chance to go do that stuff.
My brother wanted to get in the Air Force, and he's pretty tall too. He's 6'5", and I remember there was like a fear that he couldn't be a pilot. Because
the height limit is 6'5" for pilots. Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that would be my... Well, you know what? I have a brother-in-law that's in the Air Force right now. I don't know where he's stationed right now, but I know he enjoys it. He stuck with it. He's doing the career thing. Mm-hmm. And so that's pretty fun.
So are you going to be posting pictures of Basic onto your Insta, or what are you doing?
Probably not of Basic, because I don't know if I'll have my phone that much. But
hey, D.I.,
I know
can
after
you
Basic,
post a picture?
That's the fun one there. Yeah, right. Get down and give me 20. Yeah, no, it's probably after Basic I'll start posting a little bit more, but...
You'll be like, let me get 20 likes for each push-up. Side note, dude, you... being in the Air Force, you really need to get into fighting games because you can cosplay as Guile. You know who Guile is?
I do not. No, I'll have to look this up.
He's the white guy.
Do you know Street Fighter at all, or?
Say what? Sorry.
Do you know Street Fighter at all?
No, some, not a lot. Probably the closest you'll get me to a fighting game would be like Super Smash Bros.
Okay. Are you any good at Smash?
Not tournament worthy, but like around my friend group, I'm pretty decent.
Who do you main?
Depends. My starting main is average Link. Then I can move to Samus. I can play. I forget the character names, honestly. I can play almost anything with a sword. I can pretty much do.
So like the Marth and the Roy and all them.
Marth, Ike, yeah.
Ike's pretty fun.
Rylith?
Or
Byleth, I
Byleth.
think.
Byleth, that's what it is, yeah. Byleth, that's another one of my mains.
So you're not a Fire Emblem fan, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't know.
You haven't played any of the Fire Emblem games?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, I haven't played one in years either. But we won't go into it. I don't really like them that much.
They're tactics games, right?
Yeah.
I would just play Final Fantasy Tactics again instead of playing Fire Emblem.
We also did notice on your Twitch that you list Minecraft and Rocket League as the other games you play. Is that accurate or?
Minecraft definitely. I used to play a lot of Rocket League. I haven't updated that in a while. But I do like to play Rocket League occasionally, especially if a friend's online and he invites me. But I don't play it that often.
Now Rocket League, it seems like it's one of those games that there's really no other games like it, so it's not really easy to jump into. Is that accurate? Or?
Kind of. I mean, it is pretty easy jumping into it if it's your first time, with this kind of style of game. But as far as getting skills down that a lot of people have, it's definitely not an easy to get into.
Yeah, like what I mean is not like you'll be able to play Mario Kart and be like, oh, Rocket League is just like Mario Kart.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
There's no skill transfer.
No, I mean there's some, but it's very minor. Just basically driving. That's all of the transfer that would be. But in Rocket League, you have a lot of flips, tricks, going up walls, and going in midair hits on against the ball. It's crazy. So
Rocket League always looked super fun, but like I just never got around to playing it. That came out in my dark days of gaming. Micah, we noticed on Instagram also your Spotify top 5, was it?
Mm-hmm.
And we had some questions.
I have possible answers.
What were their names, Kevin?
Well, his top 2 was Miracle of Sound, which I guess they do like video game stuff.
Yes, they have video game parody music. It's amazing stuff.
Kind of like in the style of.
Yes, like he takes makes his own music, like it's his own actual music, and he makes it in the style of the game he's going for. So if you look at something like Commander Shepard, it was one of his old from like 2011. I say old liberally.
No, that's pretty old.
From 2011. You gotta say that's 13 years ago. The song is about Mass Effect and Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, and then you have songs like City of Night, which is from Cyberpunk, but it's not actually from Cyberpunk. It's just based on the game from Cyberpunk. So that's the kind of music he does.
Okay.
I love all his music. It's amazing. If y'all have never heard of him, go check him out.
Yeah, we were looking him up on YouTube, and some of it sounded pretty fun.
The 2 videos that we had clicked on, there was a Starfield one, and then there was a Baldur's Gate one that he did.
Okay, yeah, those are 2 of his latest videos. My personal favorite, I should say 2 favorite because they're in the same kind of area, is Skull, which is a Viking-esque chant style like song. It's very cool. I like it. It's one of my favorites. And then Valhalla Calling, which comes from the Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
So you're into like video game soundtrack stuff, or?
Yes, I love video game soundtracks.
What would be like your favorite video game soundtrack?
That's such a difficult though. That's so difficult because there's so many video games and there's so many soundtracks.
Well, while you think about it, Caleb, what's yours?
My favorite game soundtrack?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see. I'm gonna throw out some names and then I'll settle on one. Grand Theft Auto Vice City was particularly good, but it's
I don't think you can count that because that's all licensed.
I was about to say, kind of cheating because it's all known music. Same thing with the Wet soundtrack. Anybody who's alive and hasn't played the game Wet, you don't need to play the game at all. It was okay, but the soundtrack was like one of the best.
Dude, I guarantee you get 100 gamers in a room. I guarantee you less than 10 have heard of that game, man.
That's why, Kevin, have you ever heard the soundtrack? It's all rockabilly, like punk rock music,
No,
dude.
I haven't. Okay.
It's fantastic. But if I go with original score, not counting Metal Gear because of my personal preference, I'm gonna go with Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
Original music, the Red Dead Redemption, yeah, that game, fantastic music. Compass, Bury Me Not on the Lonesome Prairie or whatever it was, like all
Yeah.
those songs, fantastic.
Great
Uh,
soundtracks.
I'm gonna date myself with mine, but like the really
Tetris.
old school, like the really old school like Capcom games, like the Mega Man games, and
Oh
even Street
yeah,
Fighter. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
it's mostly I guess just
classics.
nostalgia talking,
Hmm.
but Mega Man definitely has some bangers
yeah,
for sure.
for real, for real. Like Mega Man 9, sometimes I'll put on and just listen. In fact, them old school like chip tune, MIDI, whatever songs or whatever you'd call them. In Metal Gear Online, they had the old Snatcher theme. It was called Snatcher Eternal Promise, and it was just like literally an old NES song that I would listen to on playing. I'd sit there, be shooting at dudes all constantly while listening to. I love that, dude.
Hmm.
All
Ah,
right, so what'd you come up with, Micah?
Okay. So depends on where we're going in my life right now. So currently, my personal favorite video game soundtrack at the moment is from Cyberpunk. I love the radio music that they have, specifically if you go to the Body Heat radio. It's weird, I know.
It's kind of
But that kind of music I enjoy.
techno kind of
Yeah, it's
80s like.
techno,
electronic.
very yes, I'm a big electronic fan, but yeah, techno kind of area is where it's at. And then if you go farther back in my life, probably my favorite starting out soundtrack I ever heard was the Pokemon theme.
From the
Not
show.
from the TV show, not from the TV show, because that's not a video game soundtrack. That's
Oh,
a
touche,
TV show
touche.
soundtrack. I'm talking the original Pokemon theme
I'm
for the
trying
video
to
game.
recall it in my head. I can't. Kevin, you're the Pokemon legend over here.
I mean, yeah,
Sing it
I
for
can.
me.
I'm not gonna sing it for you, but
Hum it.
yeah,
Hum me the
I
tune.
I can hear it. Cyberpunk though, I know that a band I like actually, I guess they have a song on the Cyberpunk soundtrack, Tomb Mold. Have you ever heard of them, Micah?
Not off the top of my head. I can possibly pull it up,
You're
but
good.
Yeah,
yeah.
Google it real quick. Tomb Mold, and apparently according to YouTube Music, they have a song from
Is it
Cyberpunk on
two separate
there.
words?
Yeah, Tomb Mold. Yeah,
Hmm.
Tomb as in TOMB.
Yeah. Found
yeah,
it, found it. Yeah, they have a song on Cyberpunk. I saw it there.
yeah. I like that band a lot. They're pretty cool. But
Adaptive
I
Manipulator.
also, as far as like electronic kind of type music, Gunship is pretty cool. Have you heard of them?
I think that's uh that's come up in my feed somehow.
Yeah,
Gunship, you said?
Gunship is
Yeah.
pretty good. I like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen some of their music.
Caleb, you got
Had
anything to add about electronic music?
guys, y'all are talking to the original techno fan back when it came out. Nah, uh, guys, Kevin, like I'm a DDR guy. Like I listen to nothing but like dance. I guess that all that would fall under the new banner of EDM. But like back in the day, they didn't call it EDM. You know what I mean?
Dance electronic, yeah.
And so back then it was techno, house, whatever. But now I guess it all is just in that one big banner.
I mean, if we're going to the techno talk, I guess I could say my start came through Midas. My brother introduced it to me back in like 2011 to Midas. Uh, it's great, like soothing electric melodies. It's really interesting music. And then
I
from
think
there, I
it's.
found.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say trance music, like what is it? The thumping, the kind of fast pace gets you
Kind of,
repetitive.
kind of, but not really. It's more of like just soothing melodies, and it like flows very easily. It's kind of like water, but in digital style.
Ooh, I'm gonna look into that.
It's very interesting. And then from there, I found the Fat Rat, and I got into a whole bunch of music, the whole gaming EDM scene.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of crossover between people who like that type of music and people who play games. That's not surprising at all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Electric, guys. It's all electricity. That's my old dad joke for the episode. God dang it. I'm producing like
Have you ever heard of Mariachi Entertainment System, Micah?
No, doesn't pop the bell in my head.
They're based out of San Antonio. They're basically a mariachi band, but they just
Mhm.
play like video game music. So, for
Interesting.
example,
I'm curious.
they have a couple of Street Fighter songs. They have a couple of they have an entire album called Hecho in Hyrule, which is nothing but Zelda songs.
I gotta
Um,
check this out. What is the name again?
Mariachi Entertainment System. But they've also done like movie stuff too. So they've done like the Avengers main theme in mariachi style. They've done a bunch of stuff. They're pretty cool.
I see it here. That's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely recommend them if you like video
I'm
games.
gonna play this tomorrow at work because half of the restaurant is all they're Latinos, and so they'll
Oh, that's
probably understand the Mexican style, but they might not understand that it comes from a video game. It's just like
yeah.
that's gonna be
that's
great.
kind of yeah. And then
Be great.
the best part is like later on they'll hear it in a game or something, and be like, "What? That kid had some good video game tunes."
Right.
What that was reminding me of, though, the Mariachi Entertainment System. Back in the 90s, late 90s, early aughts, whenever we first started like discovering our own tastes in music, one of the things that we would always look for was punk rock covers of like popular songs. I don't know if y'all guys also enjoy a good punk rock song.
Oh yeah, always.
Like the punk rock covers of like hip hop songs were always really fun, or like R&B type stuff. I'm trying to think of something like a Whitney Houston song, or like a Monica or a Brandy, and then like some random punk rock band would come out with a frenetic, fast paced, heavy drums and bass lines. And the boy is mine. The boy is mine. I guess that kind of stuff like always cracked me up. That was like my favorite.
Yeah.
The blending of two worlds.
Yeah, and
Nice.
since we know you're pretty nerdy, Micah, obviously you're into Weird Al, yes?
Yes, of course. Who wouldn't be, right?
Have you had a chance to see him in concert yet, or?
Unfortunately I haven't. The last time he was in Houston, my brother got to go, but I didn't. So
Oh man.
that was like
Me and
years
Caleb saw
ago.
him. Was it last year, Caleb, or the year before?
Ooh. No, it had to be last year because we did the episode. Oh wait, no, that had to be the
No.
year before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was the year before. Yeah,
because that was when you
I'm pretty
first kind of
sure.
started doing the videos. That was
Yeah.
like an early one.
So we did see him last year. He played mainly originals, Micah.
Mhm.
He's done a
As
couple
you
of
should.
tours where instead of playing the parodies he's known for, he plays originals.
Mhm.
But I also had a chance to see him on the Straight Out of Linwood tour, way, way, way back in the day. So
Shout out to Beard Greg for the tickets, right? Because didn't he pay my way?
yeah, I think so.
But also too, that show was incredible. Like I've been to a handful of concerts in my life, but that show was really fun. Like it was in like a theater, and it wasn't like in some big mega like I don't know. It was like wasn't a gigantic venue, but
Yeah.
it was pretty big. It was a pretty like nice size, and he was just nonstop the whole time. Like it just felt like his energy never dropped.
Yeah, dude, and
Mhm.
the pit was crazy that night.
Got a few broken bones.
What would you say
Um,
your favorite Weird Al song is, Micah?
Oh.
Put him
The
on the
trilogy
spot.
begins by the weird. That's my favorite parody version. So
Wait, the
Yeah, I
trilogy
can.
begins or the saga
for
begins?
Star Wars, the Star Wars parody.
Ah, got you.
I'm gonna be honest. I nerd out about Star Wars more than anything other
Yeah,
thing.
we can see those
So,
stormtrooper helmets
you got
behind you there.
all my helmets over there. I have every single one.
Oh
I
yeah,
also got
but
my
Do you
up
have
there.
the
Public
Denny's
friendship.
solo cups?
I don't. No, that was before my time. That's
My
before
favorite
my
Weird Al
time.
song is probably Yoda. So fits with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
theme.
I'll go that stupid song, Kevin. I never remember the name, dude.
Albuquerque.
No, the popped right up and cupped his hands across my face. I asked, is
I
it
rem-
Uncle Frank or Cousin Louie? Is it
and I
Papa
remember
Joe or
Larry.
Walter? Yeah, there you go. That one. I like that one. I never remember the names because, like, back in the day, and hell, still to this day, you buy a CD, you put a CD. Well, hell, you know what? Kids right now are watching and they're like, buy a CD? What's
What's
that?
a CD? I don't know what that is. Yeah, no.
Micah is like that right now.
No, I know what a CD. My mom has records, okay? My mom has records from the 80s. I know what a CD is.
Dude, I got records, man.
He has cassette tapes. At least I know what that is.
Do you know what 8-track is?
I do. My mom has over 50 of them right
Well, that's
now.
awesome. That's actually really cool. What?
Yes.
Damn it. Now I'm over here like, oh, send me a picture of all those 8-tracks. I want to see what she's got. Got some Bonnie Raitt. My dad used to have a Bonnie Raitt CD. No, it was a tape. It was a cassette tape that he would keep in the truck. And I remember I would always look at it and I would be like, oh, she's really pretty. And then they would put the tape in and I was like, I don't want to hear that.
So since you're so much younger than us, Micah, which Star Wars trilogy is your favorite?
Oh, you're being judged.
Okay, well, it's obviously not the sequels because those are shit.
Oh wait, the second sequels.
Okay. Let's be honest. Let's
talking
be
about-
real here.
You're talking about 7, 8, and 9.
Yes, I'm talking 7, 8, and 9. That's what I consider the sequels.
No,
Then you
you're
have
right,
the
you're
original
right.
trilogy, which is 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Then you have the prequels, which is 1, 2, and 3. And I am a prequel fan. I'm not saying 4, 5, and 6 are shit. I'm just saying I'm a prequel fan.
That makes sense because that's the ones you grew up with.
Yes.
But also,
exactly.
I don't think like you're a villain for that. Like the prequels are good. I liked them. I think that they got undue hate.
Yes, they did.
Like
Very much so.
I probably still prefer the original trilogy, but the prequels. I think the prequels were good, and people just not my Star Wars, and
Yeah,
were just
they
butthurt.
gave it. They didn't appreciate it for what it was. They didn't appreciate that they used technology that had never been used before. They invented technology for the prequels, so that they could actually get certain shots. It's crazy. And then, sorry, I got a text through my
No, you're
brain.
good. So let me ask you this though, dude. You are being judged again. You have to pick what's the best Star Wars movie.
Episode 3, hands down, no hesitation. Episode 3,
Ooh.
by far.
Bah. You're wrong. It's Rogue One.
No. Arguable, but not really. Because Rogue One, while yes, it's a great movie, there's only one truly, or that's arguable. There's at least like 4 or 5 only truly good scenes in that movie.
Oh.
And out of those 5, only 2 truly stand out to me. And that's Darth Vader in the hallway scene. All right, killing all the rebels.
It's pretty dope.
That was amazing.
That's
And
at
then
the
number
end of the
2
movie,
was the
right?
planet blowing up.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 big scenes that I actually get out of Rogue One. Now, I'm not saying Rogue One is terrible, because Rogue One is an amazing movie.
You
Don't
didn't
get me
like
wrong.
the Blind Jedi?
Oh,
bit?
I love that. I love that. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying the movie is shit. I'm saying that it's not better than Episode 3.
In Episode 3, your favorite part was when they were riding on the bug. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Attack of the Clones. No, he fought Grievous in 3, right?
Yes. No. Yes. Obi-Wan fought Grievous in Episode 3. He fights some. That's where the hello there scene comes from.
And he's riding the big bug to get to him, right?
Kind of. Yeah. It's more of a lizard than a bug.
True.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. My Star Wars is not. I'm not there, guys. I'm not quite there yet. I don't.
Then you're calling me shit on my opinions? Come on, man.
I didn't say shit, man.
Yeah.
So Micah, did you ever play the Pod Racer game or?
No, but I have played the Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga Pod Race.
All good.
The closest I've come.
He's talking about the episode 1 Pod Racer Revenge. You
Mm-hmm.
should
No.
play it.
Okay.
Like straight up. It's an old
Is
Nintendo
it on Steam?
64. Ooh, I don't know if it's on Steam. They did re-release it though. I have it on the Switch and the PS4,
Let's
5.
see if it's on
I
Steam.
might be able to pull it up on my Switch.
Yeah, so
We can. I'll look it up later when I'm not.
but yeah,
in the middle
no,
of recording.
it's a fun game. Like it's a silly little fun racing game. It's not gonna wow you. It's kind of like
But it's there for nostalgia.
yeah, it's fun though.
Yeah.
But you know what though, man? We were kids when we played that. Well, you know what, Kevin? Did you even play that?
No, I didn't play it. I was
Okay.
playing other stuff at the time.
Yeah. When I was a kid, we were playing it at my cousin's house, and it was dope. All right. Also, Micah, I noticed that after we met you at the con, we still haven't put that video up. I told y'all it was going to come out Wednesday, and
Yeah.
then we
It's all
got
good, dude.
yeah,
Don't worry
we
about
got we got caught up. Then we were going to push it to Friday, and then blah 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 blah. It's going to come out Wednesday again. But
Caleb
No
had
rush.
diarrhea and he couldn't get to it. We're sorry.
I had
No, you're
diarrhea
good.
on the
I'm in a
footage. But no, after we met you, I came home and I started watching Veep. And maybe it was subconscious, but have you ever watched the Veep show on HBO?
No, I don't have HBO right now, so.
You basically remind me of Jonah from Veep. He's a really tall character, and just your mannerisms and stuff, like he's a little bit more obnoxious. Like you're not like a obnoxious person, I can tell, but you remind me of him, Jonah from Veep. Are you looking it up?
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see.
Veep spelled
How do you-
VEEP.
Okay, I did spell it right then.
Yeah, and then Jonah, JONAH.
Yeah, Jonah Ryan.
Yeah,
I see
there
it
you
here.
go. He's just a really tall dude. He's taller than like everybody else by like a
Vice
foot.
President of the United States.
Oh wait, is that the? Are you looking at the picture of him where he's bald?
I'm looking at the fandom version.
No,
On the wiki? No.
He had hair like he had hair like the whole series, and then the last season he becomes like he's running for president and he shaved his head, and like I don't want that to mar the version that
No,
I'm trying
it
to
shows
paint
him with
here.
hair.
Oh, okay,
It shows him
good.
with hair.
Yeah, so
Not-
you
not at
remind me
all.
of Jonah, and then
So
yeah, go.
I was gonna say, so what other tall people do people remind you of, Micah? What have you been told?
Tall people? It's not often I get called as tall people. I have to think about that one. I know I've gotten a Father Brown. Like
Ooh.
somebody thinks I look like somebody from Father Brown.
What's
What's
Father
that?
Brown?
Brown.
It's a very old 50s TV show.
Okay.
And then I don't know. There's one of the customers at my work. He says I looked like his old assistant from when he taught at college, and I was like,
Okay.
okay, interesting. But no, I don't really get a lot of you look like this person. No, so
Kevin
that
gets that he
yeah.
looks like Thor a lot because of
Oh.
his long blonde hair.
Not really.
I can see that. I can see that.
And I get told I look exactly the same as Zac Efron before all of his surgeries, but I'm gonna hide behind my mic right now so nobody. It's not true. It's not true. I tell him too. I tell him stop telling me that, but they never listen.
Micah, what's that trophy for behind your head right there?
Oh, that is from 2020. That was February 2020. I won a boxing tournament.
Damn.
dude.
Nice. He's straight
Yeah.
up Guile, dude. He's gonna be Guile.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real.
I've been doing martial arts since I was 3 years old. So I've been
What discipline?
training. Karate.
Like Kyoshin or
Just main karate. That's basically it.
okay.
Kodokan?
Kodokan Blood Judo.
No, it's called Premier Martial Arts. They're located around the U.S.
Nice,
and
dude.
in Germany.
That's
now,
really cool.
too.
Hey,
Before
oh no, go.
before Anime Corpus Christi,
Mhm.
we went to a con called Fit Fest to get some footage with some roller derby girls. But at Fit Fest, they were doing a bunch of martial arts tournaments. So I guess you
Mhm.
weren't at Fest at Corpus Christi.
No.
They had
No,
little
the last
kids fighting.
ah.
It was kind of, we didn't stick around to watch the little kids fight, but like really little kids, like maybe 5-year-olds were like throwing
Mhm.
kicks, and we were like,
I'm
oh,
not surprised.
So it's good to know that you can beat us up if we insult you too much.
if we go
Mhm.
too far.
Mhm.
uh, damn it, I was gonna ask him about the, I forgot what it was. Scatterbrain today, gentlemen.
All good.
We're
It'll come back to you.
we're frazzled from the pre-show OBS debacle. Our mics, we couldn't get
I
the
know.
mics set up. A little
So
behind the scenes.
did you enjoy Anime Corpus Christi, Micah?
Oh yeah,
or-
that's honestly one of the most fun conventions I've actually been to. So the
Did
last
you
time
end
I
up
can say
did you end up doing like the cosplay contest
I
or?
did. Yes, I
How'd
was
you do?
the like fifth person going up on stage. I mean, I talked to the judges afterward because they're friends with one of my friends. Weird explanation. But you know, as always, they said, "Oh, you came in fourth."
Oh man.
Oh, it's not too
Who
bad.
who beat you, do you know?
The people that were on the stages, there was a trying to think. One guy dressed as the dragon. It's all anime stuff. I don't know the character names, honestly. It was like this demi dragon kind of looking thing.
Okay.
Then you know what?
It's green.
Your costume looked really good, so you probably
Mhm.
lost on a technicality, cause
Yeah,
maybe it was
anime
anime.
versus
Yeah,
sci-fi,
I'll bet you that's probably
probably.
why you lost. That's
Probably.
probably the only reason.
Well, you won the team Triplehorn Best Cosplayer Award.
Oh man, I wish I had a soundbite right now of like cheering, be like, "Brr, brr, brr,
Yay!
brr, brr." You did it.
I
Um,
I have one cosplay look. I dress as Leon from the Pokemon games. Did you ever
mhm.
play Sword and Shield?
No, not. I
Okay.
don't play a ton of. I haven't played a ton of Pokemon's in a while. I think the last
Okay.
one I played was like Red or
He
something like that.
was
One of the originals.
he's like the champion guy from Sword and Shield. So
Mm.
like the
I did not wear
Gary.
it at the con though, because I need like because he wears a cape and I need like some kind of buckle or something to keep my cape on. So I didn't have anything, so I didn't want to wear it.
I still
Mhm.
think the
Okay.
Leon bit would be funny. Next year we're gonna do Leon's, Kevin.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
We want to do where we go to a con, or you know what, Micah? I need an opinion on this. Well, first let me finish that thought.
Mhm.
We wanted to all of us dress up as a different Leon. So like, we could do Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil, Leon the Professional. We could do Leon from Pokemon, and whatever, just a bunch of different Leons, and then just wait and see if anyone will get it. Because when we walked up to you with that crow makeup on, you had no clue who we were, right?
I'm gonna be honest. I hadn't watched the movie at that point, and I looked it up, and I was like, "This is from 1994. This is a little before my time." Interesting.
Yeah, so
It was also like
so that was like 10 years before you were born, right?
yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
exactly 10 years before I
Yeah.
was born. Yes. So
It's not that good of a movie. Like we did it as a bit, we thought it'd be funny if we
Mm.
were dressed as the crow. Hey, but you know what, Micah? When we went up to you, we seemed relatively pleasant, right? We seemed,
yeah,
jovial. We weren't like too
for the most part.
off-putting.
It's,
Not
it's it's always odd when people walk up to you and they're like, "Hey, nice cosplay." I'm like, now I understand why people feel weirded out as the cosplayers. It's like
only
I kind of
one
get it,
person told us that.
but it's not anything bad against y'all. Don't get me wrong. I'm just
No,
saying
no,
it's
no.
like
Dude,
nobody really expects people to just walk up to them and just say, "Hey, I like your cosplay." You know what I mean?
really,
It,
you don't expect that?
no, I kind of was pseudo at the same time. Like I fully wasn't because I was in a very niche cosplay. I mean, it's Malcolm Reynolds. Not how many people have actually know who Malcolm Reynolds is. It's from a
Micah,
canceled movie or a canceled TV show
you're
from
crazy, dude.
2002.
That's the
Yes,
captain.
I know though, right?
That's
It's the
Captain, my
but
captain.
there's also Captain Kirk.
No, there's only
It-
one captain, and it's Mal.
okay, fair
That's
enough. Fair
it.
enough. I'll agree with that.
But I'll be honest, I did not recognize the costume, but that's more of an indictment of my vision than my attention, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But what the hell? We half-assed our costumes. You did not. You looked good. I'm gonna post a picture, and honestly, I think because there's this blank space on the side of the screen, I think I might just have the picture of you as Mal right there the whole time, so that way everybody's like, "Oh, that's what they're talking
Great.
about."
That's great. That's great. I love it.
Do you have a logo for your streaming stuff?
I've been moving around. I think right now my local is literally just pickles. It's just a pickle, like just a bunch of pickles. And
Yeah.
for
Well,
my stream.
if you have a logo you want me
Um,
to put up, just send it to me and I'll put it over here so that way you can kind of brand or market or something. But if not, I'm just gonna put that Captain Mal the whole time.
Honestly, I'm good with the Captain Mal.
I should
I'm
animate it.
perfectly fine with Captain-
I'll animate it so that he's just walking across the screen the whole time. But I'll make him extremely tall and
I
like
love it.
and then he'll walk next to us. Dude, my skills are not that good. I can't animate. I can't animate in such a short amount of time. That gives me like a day. But I say all that to say, oh, that's what I was gonna ask you. You be the deciding factor for us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be a genius idea for all of us, my crew, right? All the team Triplehorn, all of us guys to
Mm-hmm.
dress up as you're familiar with Power Rangers, right?
Yes.
You know who the putties are?
Uh, Not off the top of my head. I haven't watched. It's been while since I've watched the shows. I think the last time I was like
They're
6.
the gray dudes. They wear the full gray bodies with like the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys. So
Yeah.
I think it would be hilarious for us to dress up as putties, and then because there's always someone wearing something Power Ranger at a con, right? And I was
Almost. Yeah.
so
Almost
we
always.
all dress up as putties, and then we just assault everybody. Everybody dressed up as putties or as Power Rangers.
I did see a couple of Power Rangers at Anime Corpus Christi, so
So what do you think? Would that be a great idea?
Not the assault part,
Well,
but
you know, not
definitely this.
putty assault, guys. We're not really gonna beat them up,
what is the
but
sound that the putties make, Caleb?
that's literally the sound they make.
I say go for it. I mean, honestly, don't actually assault people, but
Yeah.
go for the cosplay and actually,
I think
do the bit, but don't.
it'd be so funny
Right.
if we did that and then we dressed Jen up like Rita Repulsa and just had her like at the top of the escalator or something, like get him, and we just keep doing it. They'd probably kick us out.
Micah has probably not watched the original Power Rangers. Once again,
God dang it.
1994.
I stopped like I said, I stopped watching Power Rangers when I was 6 years old, which was 14 years ago. So
Dude, that's so wild.
Yeah.
That's 2010. God. It is weird, like, because we're a couple older guys. Like, I'm 36. Kevin is, like, 49. And, nah, you're only, what, 38?
Yeah.
And so we basically have the same personalities that we did, when we were 18. But I don't know if it's a lack of growing up or just we found who we wanted to be, like, really early
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
just never change. That's it.
hey, and I'm all for it. If you could find happiness that early, go for it, dude. Don't change if you don't have to. That's how I feel.
Ay, man.
But,
How long we been talking, Kevin? You been keeping track of time?
No, I did not.
It's
You want to wrap it up or
6:11.
what?
I guess so. I guess we can wrap it up. Chill and hang out for a bit.
Anyone else you wanna shout out, Micah?
Shout out Texican again, because he's a great guy. I think y'all would enjoy him.
I'm gonna check his stuff out.
Yeah, do so. He's alive a lot more than I am. He does a lot more online. I got so much going on in my life recently. I haven't had time to stream or post anything.
Heck yeah, man! You're about to be in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You
Joining
said
the
you're
Air
leaving in
Force
March or April?
Mid-April. I'm actually shipping out. So.
Well, if we don't talk to you again, dude, like honestly, good luck, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Protect your neck.
You know who Wu Tang is?
For the name.
Oh, that hurts. You should look up a song called Gravel Pit by Wu-Tang Clan. And that's that's me and Kevin's fight song. Like we come
Looking it up right
out,
now.
we come out to the octagon, we're getting ready to fight. We're both listening. I come out first because I come out second because I'm the champion. Kevin comes out first. He's listening to Gravel Pit. I come out second. We're listening to Gravel Pit. The second half of the song.
Do you watch UFC at all, Micah? Or
Some, not a ton.
there was
No.
a super awkward video of Mark Zuckerberg. I guess from one of the recent ones, he came out with someone as like one of the guys that hangs out with the main fighter guy.
That's
He's
weird.
kind of just like standing there, and they're like handing stuff back and forth, and he acts like he's gonna take it, but they don't hand it to him, so he just like this the whole time.
Like a robot.
No, like he doesn't know what to do. Like he thinks someone's about to hand him something, but they pass it to the next guy, so he's like, "Oh, never mind."
He's trying to get
Nice.
street cred for when he fights Elon Musk.
Yeah, for real.
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a great fight.
I wish they would really do that. Is that really happening? Do y'all know if that's really happening?
Elon
No clue if
chickened
that's
out.
actually happened.
Elon's not the chicken there.
No, he did chicken out, dude. Look it up.
You just hating on my boy Musk. God dang it. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and call it quits. Anybody want to say something real cool for the sign out?
Check out Mariachi Entertainment System. Check out Gunship. Shout out to Micah's dad, who's talking to right now.
Actually, my brother, but yes.
Shout out Micah's brother. All right, man, we did it. Another one in the bag.
Got it. We'll wait for Micah to
Just
get back.
Stare at the. Oh man.
Right, sorry about that.
No, you're good, dude.
Do we need to redo the exit? I kind of.
No, that's part of our charm.
Yeah, we like to keep it real. So
Fair enough. Keep it real.
sometimes